cage walls close quick. The blood in the air is so thick. Are you ready to die? Or are you ready to quit? Finish him. Finish him!
To judges, I'm here with Patty Broken Skull. Patty!
I think we're going to push a lot of people off of this episode because of that, but that's okay. The ones that stick around, they're real OGs. Anyways, what do we got, man? It's been a while. It feels like it's been forever. I'll tell you right now, I have a problem. I like fighting too much. I like it so much that I'm willing to put on a 4-hour compilation of fucking ONE FC. Okay? Because I just got to see something, dude. I need somebody to get punched in the fucking head that's not Sean Strickland versus a fucking influencer, okay? I'm not with it anymore. It's not entertaining. I got to see somebody with some sort of pads on their gloves and somebody with some sort of idea of what striking is, okay? That's entertainment. I swear to God, Sam, I went through and I watched the best of the UFC for 2025. I watched the best of BKFC for 2025. I mean, it's been so long, Sam. I needs the fights, guy. I needs the violence. And here we are. Back again. Welcome back to Don't Leave It to the Judges, the longest fucking titled podcast in MMA podcasting. That is our title, 100%. We are the reigning champions for that. But in other news, in important news, if you want to support the show, you already know how to do that. W.GG, longtime partners. Nobody's doing it, though, so it doesn't matter. But we're going to promote them anyways because fuck it. We're nice guys. Speaking of promoting, though, go to our YouTube channel, guys. We're starting a YouTube channel. It is at Judges MMA, which I think is very funny because there's probably some idiots out there that would think that we're like Steve Mazzagatti and Mario Yamasaki just sitting down talking about fights. We're not. We are just fans. We are fans of the fight game, and we're obsessed, essentially. I mean, I got Paramount weeks and weeks out from a single fight being shown, and I burned through most of their catalog. I'm on to Fairly Odd Parents now. All right. Season 4 really starts to pick up if anybody's interested, but
It's supposed to have something called Girl Taken that I've seen advertised. I'm ready to check out. I'll have to check. So,
okay.
I'm not vouching for it because I haven't seen it yet. So
yeah. Fair enough. I think that the Paramount, in comparison to a lot of these other streaming services, are willing to like do a 10-episode thing for a show and just be like, well, it was worth it. You know what I mean? Like there's a show, now it's gone. Whereas these other places, like, we need 2 or 3 seasons out of this. Paramount's like, oh, we'll do a show and nobody watches. But who cares about that? Cut all that.
nah, keeping it in.
Keeping everything. We're going raw this season. Get ready to feel us.
That's right. Going raw. So yeah, I got some breaking news, man, right off the top.
Finish the promo, though. We got to tell them.
Okay.
Get to the fucking YouTube channel. We know that it's hard for you guys to go anywhere and support us doing anything other than this goddamn podcast right here where you're listening. But if you go to the YouTube channel, you're going to find the full episodes over there starting 2026. This is our first episode. So subscribe, hit the like, all of that stuff. Let people know that we're in the sphere, the MMA sphere, not the Rogan sphere. Anyway, Sam, back to what you were saying.
All right. So I just want to breaking news. You know, the next UFC card is UFC 324 on Paramount in 10 days from now. It's just taking a hit. The co-main event, Kyla Harrison is out with the neck injury. And rumor is Juliana Pena, I'm already fucking up for this YouTube channel. It's a pressure, man. Is offered to come in and take her place to fight Nunez once again in the UFC. Said, no. We don't want that happening. We'll rebook Harrison versus Nunez at a later date. So, yeah, I don't know how bad this neck injury is, though. You know, how long she'll be out. I mean, it's going to be something she's out 6 months or even longer. So,
well, that's tough, too, for somebody that's sort of late in their MMA career. They're a little bit on the older side. This isn't helpful. You know what I mean? It makes you question, like, oh, even if she does beat Nunez, when is that going to happen? What happens after that? You know, does she just straight up retire? Again, I have to ask, why training so hard this close to fight? Right?
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Next question. Why are you wrestling so much when you're fighting Striker? You see what I'm saying? Like this is if you're at my camp, guess what we're not doing? Lots of wrestling. You already do that good, right? Check that out. Okay, how's our wrestling? Great. Okay, striking. Let's work on it. You know what I mean? Because you're fighting striker, so it just makes sense, dude.
Yeah.
It only makes sense to me, and it's sad. It sucks because Kayla Harrison to me was somebody that was like, as far as like champions, her and Nunez could sit on the same pedestal to me. Like as far as like inspiring other fighters to do, hey, look, if you do want to wrestle Jillian Robertson, you got to fucking be the best at judo, best, you have to out wrestle everybody essentially, Khabib style. And that's where, whereas Nunez is the striking version. It's like, you could fucking knock bitches out. If it is possible, look, here's our example.
Yeah, apparently she's already
around,
had surgery on the disc in her neck. But I tell you, what I don't want to see happen, and because I hate this whole interim bullshit. So, hot take out of me, the interim titles, I can't fucking stand them. I'd rather just strip the title. Yeah, make it, all right, show my age, but make it like how wrestling was years ago. If someone didn't show up for their title defense in,
I like it.
I don't know, 3 months. If you don't defend the title, let's say 4 months. Every 4 months, it's stripped.
Sure.
I just hate this interim title bullshit. You got a guy walking around with the interim title. He's pretending like he's got the real title. Then the person with the real title eventually shows up, and then it's who's fighting who. It's just fucking bullshit.
The point where you don't care anymore about them even fighting.
Exactly.
I don't care about this unification. Get out of here. But here's what I think you do. You don't implement anything new. Let's do something we've done before. A tournament.
I like it a lot.
I don't care if it's fucking 8 fighters, 4 fighters. You put on 2, you know what I'm saying? Get it in the same card. They go at each other. The winner of the 2, the 2 fights, whatever, get fights for the title in the end. That's fair also. That's fair. It also gives somebody an opportunity that might not have had one. You know what I mean? So make well,
and you're saying the same night, but I mean, hell, we got pretty much an MMA event every week other than the last several. So I wouldn't even mind if it's stretched out like 3 weeks or so.
But that's what they did with Bellator. They had the tournament, but it wasn't like where the UFC. It's like everybody fights that night type shit. Mm-hmm. They would have like 2 or 3 guys, which I liked because that took a second for me to understand. I was like, this is a full 170 like fight night is what's happening, and then you just like, oh, okay, it's just these 2 guys are the main event. The co-main event is the other 170 fight. Those 2 the winners fight each other in the next event. Give them some time to heal. But again, there's nothing I like more than fucking let's do a tournament. Everybody fights fucking twice in a night if you win. Let's go, dude. Let's have a guy coming into a fight with damage. You know what I mean? Fucking guy's arm's dead. He's like, I'm good to go. We're fine. We're good. Tie it to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking, I'm with it. Blood sport type shit. And honestly, you can't do that on Paramount anymore, which makes you wonder, like, who's commentating all these Paramount fights? Because I don't know. Didn't Joe Rogan's contract get? I swear I saw something about Rogan's contract with the UFC.
I'm not sure. I have a hard time just picturing him not even, being away from.
I do too. As sad as it is, as much shit as I talk about him as a comedian, he is probably my favorite UFC commentator. Is that fair? Is that fair to say? Right, Sam? You feel the same way?
Yeah, I think he'll be around. I really do.
You think he's one of the best? I think he's the best. I think he's probably the easiest to listen to. He's the most genuine to me. Where he's unbiased in a lot of ways.
He knows his shit too. For someone that's never been in the cage, he'll talk. He knows all about transitions and
What's your list?
What to watch out for?
Who would your top 3 be? I have to say Rogan, Felder, and probably Anik. If I'm only picking 3. Yeah. Felder's fun too. He knows his stuff, man.
Well, I do like that guy that used to be there that went to Bellator. I can't even think of his name. I want to say like Green something. I don't know. The guy, it was announced on Bellator with McCarthy.
Oh, Mike Goldberg.
Goldberg. Yeah.
As real as it gets. He's the one that fucking came up with all the slogans and shit.
I know.
We're trailing off here, man. Let's talk a little bit about this fucking. You got some more news first before we get into this?
Just stupid shit. UFC Apex. It's renamed to Meta Apex. Like, it's so stupid. They signed some 5-year deal with Zuckerberg.
I mean,
we're now to refer to the Apex as the Meta Apex.
I mean, bro, that has got to be like the rich kid getting to play for the Wizards for a game. You know what I mean? He paid to be on the team for a day.
Yeah.
Everyone in the locker room's got to be like, yeah, no, he's awesome. But secretly, they're like, fuck this guy forever. You know what I mean? That's got to be because it's like a nerd coming into their fucking sport being like, you guys will like me. Hey, guys, like I'll buy everybody's shoes. Like, it's, you remember that? Did you ever have a friend that just was your friend because he bought everybody's stuff? You only hung out with him because he was the guy that's like, yeah, I'll buy stuff. Everybody had a guy that was sort of like that. I was like, yeah, I got $20, man. I'll buy everybody food. You're like, all right, there's 7 of us. You know what I mean? That's all your money. There's guys like that, and that's exactly what I think Zuckerberg is. It's like, I'm gonna buy my way into being cool.
Yeah. Well,
But you're not. It's what I teach my youngins. It's like, man, you're either cool or you're not. You can fucking get the freshest haircut, the coolest car in the world. It doesn't make you cool, bitch. It won't change shit. Doesn't matter. You're either cool or you're not cool. The end. Can't fake it.
now, I want to throw this out there. Conor McGregor. Are we ever going to see this guy again? Because there's billboards have gone up with Paramount where it's like they got him basically acting like he's going to be at the White House card. He's going to make MMA great again, this and that. He's been saying that shit. I don't think we're ever going to see the guy again personally. Maybe he'll show up at the White House card, like a fucking guest meet and greet or something. The fucking him and Trump side by side or whatever, but I don't see him performing. I really have a hard time picturing it. The guy's got so much money. It doesn't seem motivated. He's out partying and shit. He just doesn't have time to trade, man.
It's where it gets bothersome to the average fan is you saw something that you've never seen before. I mean, even just us, Sam, we saw something with Connor's skill set that we've never seen before. Okay. That was an anomaly. That was special. And that's what people miss. That's what people think they'll get. Sam, we're not the average fan, though. We know better. We've seen his recent fights. We've seen what he turned into. And what you learned is this is a guy that didn't squander his talent, but he didn't continue his potential. There could have been more. There could have been a return, but there doesn't have to be anymore. And that's kind of where he sits. He sits in like this purgatory, this limbo situation of like the casual fan so badly needs him to come back because it's all they know. Whereas us, it's like, stop trying to dangle the carrot. We're fine. We're gonna watch anyways, bitch. I already stopped. I'm already on Paramount Plus. Like, what are we doing? We're coming, okay? We're not worried about that. We're gonna watch in 4K. You're telling me it's 4K? I ain't gotta fucking go to the special websites. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't gotta go to those special websites. Hey, Sam, it's still a beautiful thing that I will never stop saying, and I don't care if it is on YouTube, that I never paid for an event. Never. I've been a fan for decades. Never one time, and I won't ever. This is the most I'll pay. I'll subscribe to this service if you're giving me it all. But if you're telling me I got to go to this extra thing to get that, fuck you. I'm done with it. I'll go watch the bare knuckle shit. You know what I mean? At least the girl fights are worthy. But do you want to talk a little bit about this card? Because there were some kind of upsets here.
All right, yeah. Well, I'm gonna go one more thing before we do that. I don't. You heard about this Real American Freestyle? The shit that Hulk Hogan was promoting right before he died. Eric Bischoff, they co-own it or whatever. Apparently, like Bo Nickel's been there. Colby Covington. It's on some Fox Nation shit that you got to subscribe to, so no one watches it. I'm pretty sure. But apparently, Bo Nickel and Colby Covington got into it at a press conference, and Nichols like says he's a fucking bum. He wants to fight him in MMA. He's a goddamn idiot. So anyway, just throwing that out there.
I like it, but it's one of those again. Like, who do you go for? I like Bo now or something. All right. Anyways, guys, let me say this before we get into this card. For those of you that might have just clicked on this on YouTube, we have been doing this podcast for what, 2 years? 2.5 years? We've been after it, okay? We're on Spotify, all those places. We tried to transition.
Episode more 238. So
there you go, 238 episodes in, which means that this is our first YouTube episode. We've been doing this. This is how we get after it, folks. I am mean to some of these fighters, but in the most joking way. This sport is hard as fuck, and I understand that. Sam brings in the numbers and the stats, and we're usually more fluid than this because we'll have done it week to week, but we just took 3 fucking weeks off. I started to lose track of time. I was like, is it Wednesday again? Please, fucking, are we doing it? I was in here set up last week. Like, here we go. Nothing. You son of a bitch. I was fully ready for fights too. I'm like, here we go. This fucking Saturday coming up. Paramount, let's do it. Nothing. Still.
No,
God
no.
damn it. All right.
It's still not even this week. So
Hit the subscribe, guys. Hit the like. We'll be better next week because that's how it works. When you do a thing more than once, you're supposed to get better at it, right?
so yeah, this last card that took place, hell, that was back all the way December 13th now. I mean,
Goddamn.
I don't know how much you want to talk about, but like I know the first fight was just ridiculous because it Jamie Lynn Herf and Teresa Bleda. Bleda, she tried for 4 takedowns, she didn't land, she didn't get any. It's like she gave up. She was stuck. She landed 2 total strikes the whole fucking fight. 2. So yeah, she just got beat up by Jamie Lynn Herf. It's ridiculous.
Okay, so I think the only other ones to even mention is the Kevin Vallejos, Giga Chikadze. That was wild. I mean, King Green, Lance Gibson was pretty interesting. Uh, what do you do with it though? You know. Here you go. The Mademoiselle Costa, Morgan Charrier, the head kick.
This guy is always finding a way to win.
I mean, give the man a top 5. You know what I mean? Give him a top 10 for sure. But I say give him a top 5. He does all right. I don't know if he gets a head kick, but he'll be all right. He's scary, man. I can't wait to see him come back again. But again, he's fighting a relatively young guy, new guy, you know, tough cat, made a mistake, got cracked. So what do you do with him now? They didn't try to put him on a huge pedestal immediately, which was smart. You know, this was a good fight for him. And we learned a lot about both guys. Problem is I think the guy that won is the wrong guy for them. You know what I mean? I think they were definitely hoping for the other kid. Nope. Night night. Vallejos Chikadze. Again, another one where they're probably like, man, why is Giga Chikadze a co-main event again? This is insane. How's this guy putting such big fights and then stuffed? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he had a decent first round, and then Vallejos got aggressive starting round 2, and then he ended up landing that spinning back fist, and it was all over.
Aggression meets aggression. You know, it was a fun fight. What do you think about the main event, though? Huh?
This main event, so Cop, I mean, if he can stay healthy, the guy we need this man to stay healthy. We need to see him more often, and then he's right there in the title picture. I mean.
Well, I also think that the health thing comes down to his mental preparation in the sense of being like okay with a minor injury. Like he might have lost the fight because he came in with like a broken finger or some shit, still took the fight, lost. Now he feels he needs to be 100%, right? Where guys like Jeremy Stevens are like, I lost my left arm on the way here. You know, give me my mouth guard. Which again, like I said, Manel has always been a threat in this division. Like, and Sam's 100%. Stay healthy, and we'll see this guy fight for a title. 100%.
Everything he threw was with bad intentions. Every strike he threw had something on it, and he landed almost every strike he threw. So.
Small guys. That's the one thing I always liked about Manel is he's got crazy speed with that power. Like he's also very maneuver. He stays out of the way while throwing heavy hammers. Problem is, though, is I think Royval again was their guy. In my head, I'm like, I think they wanted to see Royval get in there again. But who is it? Pantoja, right? No, Pantoja just lost to.
Yeah, they had the freak accident to.
Yeah.
Oh,
so they're
gonna
for sure. So Manel's time to get healthy again.
Oh yeah. I can't even think of the guy's name now. You said that. It's right on the tip of my fucking tongue too.
Joshua Van.
Yeah, that's it. Joshua Van. I mean, I tell you, he kind of proved that anybody with just some momentum and willingness to take fights, because Dana White he gave the man a chance because that man was willing to step in, take his fights, fucking and win. I mean, the guy, it's almost a Cinderella story. He had that fight with Charles Johnson and got fatigued in round 3. He was winning that fight round 3. He was wore out. Johnson took advantage, and then after that, the man, I guess he went and trained his ass off. It's like, that ain't gonna happen again. I'm not gonna get wore out during the fight. And that man's been on a roll since, and he's young as shit too.
as far as Cinderella stories go, you have to put in the fact that he won the title because the other guy broke his foot.
Yeah, yeah,
Didn't win per se, but he
yeah.
won. He's the champ. He's got the
He-
title. I mean that's a better win to me than Aljamain Sterling taking that knee.
exactly, exactly.
Joshua Van is a champion. I will call him that. Absolutely. Sorry, Pantoja. Should have wrapped the ankles or some guy. You know what I mean? What do you want me to do? All right, but what do we got, man? You want to go to this next card or what?
We can. You want to go over it now? You want to wait till time next week? It's not until 2 weeks from now. I mean, we can go over it now if you want to.
Bro. I don't know, man. What do you think?
It don't matter. I got my shit all written out, so I'm good to go. As long as the fights stay the same.
Sure.
Um,
So we'll keep it short and sweet this week then.
all right. Keep it short and sweet. That way, that'll give me some time to learn everyone's name properly for the YouTube channel.
Yeah, right, dude. That's the charm of us. Learn everybody's name. What are we, professionals?
I'll do my best.
You know what I mean? We'll do that. The only person that does it even correctly is John Anik, and that's rare.
It's just wild though. These fights, UFC 324, has been set up for over a fucking month, and none of these fights have moved. You know, usually I'll research these fights and I'll be like, shit, this fight's gone, this fight's added, the whole fucking order's changed up. I gotta take my Google document, move it all the fucking around, and this fight's been exactly the fucking same. Nothing's changed, and then bam, injury today. So
My theory is that the UFC hasn't contacted any of these fighters since they made the card.
it's
Like they're gonna call them and like Friday, they're gonna hit them up and be like, "Guys, everybody still good for this? Are we gonna make weight?" Like I was sleeping, dude. Josh Hokett for sure, been sleeping. Michael Johnson, who know? He's probably sleeping at the Apex. He ain't got nothing else going on.
I'm gonna tell you someone I don't think sleeping. And this guy, if he can get a spectacular win, he'll earn a name for himself. This Waldo Cortez Acosta guy that me and you used to kind of hate on a little bit, just because he's so carefree, acting, dancing around and shit. If this guy can somehow knock out Derek Lewis spectacularly, this guy will shoot straight to the fucking top. I mean,
yeah. I mean, he's so original. You know, he's not going in there and replaying the same victory dances like Derek Lewis is doing. He's going in there and pulling out some new shit. Derek's like, hey, take off my fucking underwear, my fucking job, my cups. Hey, we've seen it. We're done seeing it. Waldo's the new breed, guy. Put that on YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will say, did you watch any other fight? I will ask, excuse me. Did you watch any other fight? See anything else? Because I know, what was it? Fucking Anthony Joshua broke Jake Paul's jaw and then like got in a car accident or assassinated or some crazy shit.
No, I didn't watch any of that shit. But I did see where the Orlovsky dude tried to throw the elbow on him, like his shoulder on him, like he does with everybody. And Orlovsky's really to take them all out. So, which I appreciated.
What was funny about that? My favorite thing was that never one time did Arlovsky ever try to move his head or protect his face. Did you see when they're coming from back behind him, all this shit? He just keeps his head moving. He's looking around. He's like this, but he never tried to like protect his chin or nothing. He was just throwing.
Yeah, he was just throwing them out. I don't think he was gonna protect. I don't think he cared. I think he wanted him to start throwing some strikes. I don't think he wanted to protect himself. You know, the head's open. Go ahead and fucking throw a punch, motherfucker.
Well, what actually happened, Sam, is he just noticed Jack Doherty, and apparently Andre kicked his shoe. That's what made Jack look back at him, and Arlovsky was like, look at his face. He was just kind of like, what the fuck's up with this guy? And then his friends started jumping in, and that's where you're like, Arlovsky was like, yeah, let's do it. Did you see the security, though? Because Jack Doherty never threw a punch.
Oh,
Jack
Doherty, of course not. He's a
shirt from behind.
Yeah.
Holding on to it, dude. Not stopping the security from going after him. Holding it like, please, daddy, don't let him get
he's a
me.
little punk.
Oh my God. The security didn't even want a problem. Because realistically, Sam, the security is just a fucking giant fucking felon.
Yeah.
He's not a fucking tough guy. You know what I mean? He's just a violent criminal, probably, that his only job that he can get is security. Why do you think he's been working for fucking Jack Doherty? You know what I mean? You don't take that job if you have other options. You know you're going to be made a fool of, first off, and you're also going to have to work extra hard. Fuck that. I'm a security guard. I just want to walk by the guy. That's it. Whereas with Jack Doherty, it's like, no, I probably have to beat up a dude eventually. I'll pull out a gun. Yippee! That's exciting. No, that you only like that if you're already a violent criminal, you dipshit. Like, here's my thing: if you really had a problem with Jack Doherty, wouldn't you just take out the security guard first? Like, fucking punch his ass out and then get that little fucking bastard.
So do you think Orlovsky kicked his shoe knowing who he was?
That's exactly what because Jack doesn't move when he walks by him, and somebody else said that they had fucking like slowed it down and over it. I think it was John Bravo actually. So one of these guys on YouTube here had fucking looked it over because they hate Jack Doherty, and they're like, they're gonna find any reason for Orlovsky to not be guilty, but also be like, we wanted to see that, and we needed that.
See, I just assumed that Orlovsky probably had no idea who this guy was. This guy fucking shouldered him because I've seen videos of this dude shouldering people, and Orlovsky went off, but. That would be a lot more interesting if Orlovsky knew exactly who this motherfucker was, and let me get some let me get some clout on his fucking channel. Fucking.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
No, hell no. That's some good marketing.
I mean, that's what Jack Doherty's. Absolutely. I mean, it certainly worked. People are talking about Orlovsky again, and they're like, this guy hasn't really been a great fighter for a while. Not in the octagon. He's been a fun fighter to watch. We love the guy for sure. He's still a legend, but it's like he's not doing anything where it's like he's going to be a champ again. And people are like, oh, yeah, we liked Orlovsky because he used to wear fangs. He had a few knockouts. Like, there was, you know what I mean? But other than the fangs, it's like that's all we knew. And the cool name. Yeah. He's been in some movies.
Never forget how Brett Rogers knocked him out in seconds. Like he just ran forward and blah 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 blah. Okay.
Didn't he finish Tim Sylvia or Tim Sylvia finished him? I think they fought like 4 times. But I know at one point he got fucking lawn chaired by Tim Sylvia. Either way, that was nobody talks about Tim Sylvia anymore. No. But if you close your eyes and like create a player, a fighter in your mind, knowing very little about MMA, it would be a guy that looked like him, right? Like tribal arm sleeve, mohawk, grizzled, not in shape, but not out of shape. Also as big as you can make him for the weight class. That's creative player shit 100%. It's like, what am I doing? Am I going to be the smallest point guard on the team or the tallest I could possibly be? Like, am I Yao Ming or fucking, Muggsy Bogues? Who am I going to have an advantage when I can see into the hoop? I make it, obviously all my analogies will be NBA related. But anyways, let's get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Go to a YouTube channel.
Subscribe, please. And we'll see you.